Why would anyone want a pet coyote? Oh, trust me, I've thought about it too. Coyotes are super smart, adaptable, and let's be honest, they've got that scruffy, untamed, I don't follow your rules vibe. But here's the thing, they're not just wild dogs. People think they'll act like a husky or a German shepherd, but nope. Coyotes play by their own weird little rulebook. And let's not forget, they're escape artists. Think Houdini with a tail. Now, raccoons. Those little masked bandits. I get the appeal, I really do. They're like tiny cat-bear hybrids with grabby hands. Funny, mischievous, and cute as anything on Instagram. But owning a raccoon is signing up for chaos. They'll open your fridge, raid your pantry, and possibly steal your car keys if you leave them loose. They are problem solvers in the most inconvenient way imaginable. People underestimate just how clever these critters are. The first problem with keeping either as a pet? Laws. Coyotes and raccoons are considered wildlife, not pets in a lot of places. In the US, you probably need a wildlife permit to even think about it. No permit? You're looking at fines and possibly losing your pet anyway. And who wants that heartbreak? Check your state laws first, like right now. Pro tip, those laws exist for a reason. Coyotes are incredibly skittish. Even if raised from a pup, they might not actually bond the way you're imagining. Sure, you'll have moments of trust, but if a loud noise happens or something shifts in their environment, their fight or flight instinct kicks in hard. And spoiler, it's always flight. You'll probably spend half your time coaxing them to not be terrified of the mail carrier. Raccoons, on the other hand, are fearless, but in the worst way. Leave them alone, they'll wreck your house in ways a curious toddler could only dream about. Ripped couch cushions, overturned trash cans, probably something chewed that really shouldn't be. People online romanticize that troublemaker energy. Reality check. You're cleaning up crushed cereal at 2 a.m. because they figured out how to open the cupboards. Again, let's talk injuries. Coyotes have strong jaws and sharp teeth. They're not shy about using them if they're stressed or cornered. You might think, oh, I'll train them. But training a wild animal is less good boy and more, why did he just lunge at my arm? Raccoons, while smaller, can still bite if provoked. And trust me, those bites can get nasty infections. You don't want an ER bill over your quirky pet decision. Diet is another pain point. Coyotes require a raw diet that mimics what they'd eat in the wild, whole prey like mice, or meat with bones and organs. That's not just inconvenient, it's expensive. Raccoons? They'll eat almost anything, but junk food diets can lead to obesity and health issues fast. You'll need to carefully monitor them, and good luck saying no to those big sad eyes when they want chips. Here's where things get serious. Diseases. Raccoons are infamous carriers of raccoon roundworms, which can transmit to humans. Coyotes, they're potential vectors for rabies. And forget about inviting other dogs over. Both animals can carry distemper, which is a death sentence for most canines. Regular vet care? Not as simple as taking Fido for his shots. Many vets outright refuse to treat wildlife. Most pet coyotes end up in sanctuaries because owners underestimate how hard they are to care for. They howl loudly at night, need insane amounts of exercise, and are impossible to keep contained. I read about a guy who built an 8-foot fence and his coyote still scaled it like Spider-Man. It's exhausting, and at some point, you feel like the coyote is holding you hostage. Raccoons are similar in that owners often rehome them when the novelty wears off. They're nocturnal, active when you're trying to sleep, and thrive on chaos. I met someone once who said her raccoon figured out how to open her fish tank and was actually fishing out the goldfish to play with them. It sounded hilarious until I thought about the cleanup. She didn't keep that raccoon much longer. There are heartbreaking stories of people trying to tame these animals, only to release them later into the wild when it didn't work. The problem? Released coyotes and raccoons often don't survive because they've lost their natural fear of humans. They become nuisances, rummaging through trash, or worse, they become targets for trapping or euthanasia. It's unfair to the animal. Want to satisfy your craving for an unusual pet? Look into domesticated alternatives. Shiba Inus have that fox-coyote vibe. Sugar gliders or ferrets, mischievous energy without the legal headache of a raccoon. Bottom line, some animals are amazing to watch in the wild, but are truly terrible housemates. For every hilarious TikTok of a pet raccoon flipping a pancake, there's a stressed-out owner regretting their life choices. Think twice, then think again.